Why are people visiting your website and your social media channels? Is it to rule you in or to rule you out? Hi, I'm John Sherman, creative director and owner here at VC Productions. And today I want to talk about this concept of ensuring your business at least presents as it has a pulse, and how important that is for when prospects and potential clients are reviewing your content, your website, and your social media. Now, here's the question. If you are logged into YouTube right now, or you go onto your Instagram, your TikTok, your LinkedIn, and you haven't had a post for a couple weeks, maybe a couple months, maybe even a couple years, how does that present to folks that are vetting you? I love this concept of folks are not going to your website to rule you in, they're going there to rule you out. They're going to look at all of the content and information because they're comparing you to other folks. So they're not going in with a positive mind, oh, this is probably the fit for me. They're going in there and going, I looked at 5 different folks, right? Let's say in financial services or accounting or law, which is the one for me? Well, I'm going to rule this one out for this reason. I'm going to rule this one out for that reason, right? And so some of those things are unavoidable. That might be your brand identity. It might be the focus of scope of services that you offer, right? But when it comes to how you present, you don't want to get ruled out because you don't have a pulse. And that's why, and if you've been following our channel, you've noticed a lot of content centered around video podcasting. It's something I'm very excited about because for years, we've been the go-to for a lot of brands for brand films, for commercials, for larger corporate event videos, for testimonial films, right? And these are higher production, higher ticket items that most clients aren't going to do on a weekly or monthly basis, right? This is going to be part of your annual budget, right? Or maybe quarterly budget to create this type of content. But that may not be enough to present as having a pulse when you're being ruled in or ruled out by prospects. So what do you do? Now, we've worked with a lot of brands that have gone all in and invested a lot of money and had a huge yield, a great return on investment from going in that influencer route that many shy away from, right? They've taken their brands online and they're producing ongoing vlog content. Either they're recording it themselves or they've built out an in-house video production team, or they're working with a team like ours to create that content on an ongoing basis. It's a high ticket item with a big investment. On the flip side, there's a whole lot of folks, and maybe you watching this fit in that paradigm of, that's not for me. I don't want to be online every single day. I don't want to show you the behind the scenes of my business, or I can't, right? Again, professional services, financial, accounting, law, I can't let camera people follow me around while I'm talking to clients, right? The same way that maybe if I'm a realtor or selling luxury watches. So what do I do? And that's where I think video podcasting comes in so key, because it is a lower cost investment. It yields so much content, and it allows you to share what it feels like to work with you, right? Share your expertise in a controlled environment. But all of that to say, and back to my main point, it allows you to present as a business with a pulse. Because again, if folks are coming to your website, they're coming to your YouTube channel and they see no videos for 3 years, what are they asking? What questions are they asking about your brand? When they show up instead and there's a regular cadence of videos, all of a sudden, those questions go away. And I can tell you from personal experience, we've had clients that have hired us because they said, you're not just creating videos for other brands and showing off your work, you're actually educating and teaching and showing off what you know. And that is a huge difference maker. So let's really quick differentiate between 2 audiences. There's the influencer market, right? Those folks that are trying to build a subscriber-based brand, that they want subscribers, high volume. You need a lot of content to meet those needs. What we've seen be effective is 2 short videos a day and mixing in long form content, because we've seen clients that just focus on short form, and over time their channels will plateau. The same is true the other way. If you just do long form content, right, that short form video is going to attract more of an audience. It's easier, more palatable, and it's going to start bringing in those leads to start subscribing to your channel. But most of the folks that are watching this video are going, I don't want to be that person, or can't because of my industry, John. And so that's where I'll come into the pulse model, right? I think that a reasonable estimate is presenting with 2 to 3 videos a week, sharing those on your channel, and then of course, sharing those in email and other ways that you're currently marketing, right? So you're leveraging that, you're getting a better return on investment from that. That becomes a lot more approachable for most brands. And if you think about now video podcasting, I can sit down and talk for an hour, let's say, and walk away with as many as 30 short videos. So now you start to do the math and go, okay, 1 hour investment of my time. I'm getting the actual content from my brain, as well as presenting the way I present present to clients in a format that democratizes content creation, because talking like I am right now to a camera in a room by myself is much more challenging than having an actual conversation with someone in a podcast environment. Now we've democratized content, we're scaling it where you're walking away with as many as 30 pieces of content from 1 hour conversation. And then there's a whole pipeline of how you can repurpose that content into written form, blogs, email blasts, all other formats. And it's not grabbing AI and having it pull generic content from the internet that might be even coming from your competitors. It's you. It's the things that you say, the way that you say them, the way that you think, presented in the way that you deliver. And so that's where I think, one, differentiating from, hey, if I'm about to start a video podcast, I'm gonna go be this influencer. That doesn't need to be the case, but it does allow you to take advantage of the scale opportunities and the ability to make sure that when people visit your website, your social media, they're not ruling you out, they're ruling you in. If you like this video, please like it, please share and subscribe if you think anybody else would. Thanks so much. Take care.